Imagine life as a staircase. Every step up brings new opportunities, a bit more comfort, and a better view of things. Getting to the top is not easy, though at least not for everyone. Some people start on the first floor while others begin halfway up. In the video below, we'll take you through all the stages of wealth, from extreme poverty up to billionaire status. We'll let you know what all these stages of wealth are by the end and how much each one impacts daily life. So don't leave until the last stage, because the way billionaires live will amaze you. Let's start from the most challenging stage, the bottom of the poverty line. Just surviving is a battle for everyday living. Stage 1. Extreme poverty. They're living on less than $2.15 a day, less than the price of a coffee at most shops. For those in extreme poverty, every day is a survival day. The very basics that most of us take for granted, food, water, shelter, and healthcare, are often out of reach. Imagine waking up with no idea where your next meal will come from. Clean water? You would be lucky if the water you drink doesn't make you sick. Perhaps the cruelest aspect of extreme poverty is the generational cycle in education, or the lack of thereof as a major factor. In such an environment, it's only a luxury for families trying to survive to send children to school. Rather than going to school, they are forced to work to augment the small income for their families. Without the chance at education, such opportunities for a better life shrink, and they will be stuck in poverty for generations. Diseases that could be easily cured in the Western world, like diarrhea or malaria, could prove to be a death sentence here. Hospitals and doctors are rarely heard of, and even if they do exist, they are unreachable. Survival depends on resilience and pure luck. Example: imagine someone walking miles just to get water, only to bring back contaminated water. Meanwhile, they still have to find food and a way to earn a few pennies to keep going. Extreme poverty is not just an economic condition, but a fight for everyday life. If you find this eye-opening, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights. Stage 2. Poverty. When you live in poverty, you have managed to just step above survival mode, but the struggle continues. Poverty is about hard choices. Do you pay for food, rent, or electricity? You can rarely afford all three. The constant stress of making ends meet and juggling between bills does not help at all mentally. Anxiety and depression begins to creep in alongside feelings of hopelessness, as everyone has had hard time making seemingly impossible daily decisions. Poverty is not in numbers, it is the unavailability of opportunity. Without an education, healthcare, or better jobs, these people are stuck in somewhat we call the poverty trap. When an emergency arises, be it a medical condition or a broken appliance, the poor do not have savings to fall back on. They turn to loans, payday lenders, or credit cards with high interest rates just to survive. These debts increase very fast, leaving them with even less money to manage basic needs. For example, if you have a minimum wage job, you can pay for rent and food, but there is nothing left for emergencies. A broken car or a medical bill could leave you homeless. Relative poverty. Just because you are getting by doesn't mean you are part of the social experience or technology that others may enjoy. Imagine living in a neighborhood where everyone has phones, but you have only a flip phone. It's not about the feeling of being poor, but it's just a feeling about being left out of society. Poverty does not take just your money. It takes away your choices, your freedom, and your dreams. Stage 3. Lower middle class. The lower middle class is where you have started to gain some financial stability. You're earning enough to live modestly, but there's little room for luxury or mistakes. You may be a teacher, office administrator, or skilled trade person. Your home is modest, perhaps an apartment or a small house, and your car is reliable but far from flashy, Toyota or maybe a Honda. Example: you can afford life's basics without stress, food, rent, utilities, but you need to plan carefully for anything extra. A spontaneous vacation or a new gadget could mess up your budget. People in this stage are usually very good at managing their budgets. They know every dollar where it goes because they don't have much money to spare. Financial emergencies like a medical bill or a car repair can be huge stressors. Still, being in the lower middle class is hopeful. You are not in survival mode anymore. And if you play your cards right by saving, working hard and investing, you can climb to the next level. Number 4. Middle class. The middle class is usually referred as the Goldilocks. If social class is too rich, not too poor. But somewhere in the middle, you are comfortable, and although you still have to budget, life is not a constant struggle. In the middle class, life is centered on making financial choices. You make enough money to pay for your basic needs, such as a home, food, education, and healthcare, but have some left over for recreation. But every single thing you spend money on is well thought out. The case of buying a car. You would want to have a very flashy car like a Mercedes-Benz, but practicality comes in. You end up choosing a reliable and cheaper car such as a Honda or Toyota, which meets your needs without spending too much. However, you are still careful. Though you have a cushion, you know that excessive spending could soon deplete your savings. People in this stage are aware that one significant emergency like a job loss, medical expense, or home repair can upset their lifestyle. That creates a sense of caution. Example, suppose you want a new TV, you can buy it, but you will research prices, compare deals, and wait for the perfect sale before pulling the trigger. That is the middle-class mindset, enjoying life's comforts without risking financial security. The middle class often prioritize education, healthcare, and home ownership. It is a stable life, but it comes with limitations. You're not wealthy enough to make big decisions like starting a business or retiring early. Stage 5. Upper middle class. Welcome to the upper middle class, a stage where financial stability meets a taste of luxury. People in this group often have high-paying jobs like doctors, lawyers, senior managers, or successful small business owners. At this stage, you're not only secure but can also afford to enjoy some of life's finer experiences without constantly worrying about bills or emergencies. Your lifestyle is comfortable and almost lavish. You stay in a good neighborhood, own a higher-end car like a Tesla or a BMW, and your vacations may go to Europe or the Maldives. The house you own isn't just a house. It's a statement of success with big interior space, modern appliances, and perhaps a home office or an entertainment room. People in the upper middle class often think ahead with their money. They make smart decisions that ensure to add a sizable amount to their net worth and protect their failure as much as possible. Examples are contributions to retirement accounts and their maximum limit, buying some real estate or stock shares, or even hiring professional money managers to keep earning their money for them. For example, for some, a second home is a luxury, while to others, it is an investment that will reap income. Perhaps a vacation house or a long-term holding. For those within this class, education takes the highest priority. This is because most upper-middle-class families enroll their children in private schools or excellent universities. Example, you could belong to an upscale fitness club with a gym membership or enjoy playing golf at the country club. You could splurge now and then buying designer clothes or dining in 5-star restaurants without your budget taking a beating. You work hard, save prudently, and invest smartly in your effort to join the ranks of upper-middle-class America. Yet you're not over the line to real riches. Your financial planning must continue. Stage 6. Affluent. In the affluent stage, financial security grows into financial freedom. As such, if you're affluent, you've moved from simply covering your needs and are now enjoying the finer things in life. The decisions you make are about the level of fulfillment you attain in life, not for financial compulsion. Time will be traded for money compulsorily again, and your money powers will enable you to plan the life you want to have concerning your passions. You live in a beautiful home located in an upscale neighborhood, with spacious layouts, tasteful interiors, and high-end features such as smart home systems or a custom-designed kitchen. Your residence might even have amenities like a swimming pool, home theater, or expensive gardens that upgrade your quality of life. Owning a second property, whether it's a luxurious beach house, a cozy mountain retreat, or an investment apartment, is also a mark of this stage. Affluence is also an investment in experience. You attain exclusive events, art shows, or luxury retreats. Your money works for you through your smart investments in stocks, real estate, or businesses. Being affluent means flexibility. You can choose to pursue your passions, travel the world, or take a year off if you want to. Financial stress is minimal, and you are free to focus on having fun. Stage 7. Upper affluent. At this stage, financial concerns are a thing of the past, and life revolves around comfort, opportunity, and freedom. The upper affluent class represents a small but significant tier of individuals whose wealth allows them to experience a lifestyle marked by exclusivity, sophistication, and a focus on legacy building. You are living well and thriving. You could have numerous properties, luxury homes, villas for vacation, and apartments in the city. You probably drive a high-end car like Porsche or Bentley. You travel in style, enjoying exclusive hotels and private parties. This level of wealth also opens up the possibility for philanthropy and passion projects. You might fund charitable causes, invest in startups, or explore hobbies that require significant resources like collecting art or yacht. Being upper affluent puts you in exclusive social circles. You're likely to attend high-profile charity galas, private auctions, and elite networking events where connections are made with other successful individuals. These are mostly gatherings on art, culture, and innovation through which you will get access to opportunities that will further help you grow your influence and wealth. Financial advisors help manage your wealth, ensuring that it keeps growing while you enjoy the rewards. By this time, you will be living life to the fullest and securing generational wealth for your family. Stage 8. Millionaire. Becoming a millionaire is a big deal. It means your net worth, everything you own minus your debts, is at least $1 million. This level of wealth provides security, comfort, and freedom. A millionaire can forget to check his accounts daily since he can afford any kind of vacation, provide private schools for his kids, and afford retirement. Most millionaires are not spendthrifts. They invest their money in real estate, stocks, and businesses to expand their wealth. Example, instead of purchasing 10 luxury cars, you may invest in rental properties that will generate passive income. You're not merely living off your wealth, you're making it work for you. Being a millionaire doesn't mean that you are ultra-rich. It means that you have choices. You can take calculated risks, fund your passions, and enjoy life's perks without worrying. Stage 9. Multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaires are the next level. If a millionaire is playing in the minor leagues, then multi-millionaires are preparing for the big leagues. Your net worth at this level will be in tens or hundreds of millions. You own homes for luxury around the globe, an elite fleet of performance automobiles, and probably even a yacht or a private jet. You have diversified investments that might include stocks, real estate, art, or business investments. As a multi-millionaire, life is free. So do it because you want to do things you're passionate about, starting business ventures, funding charities, or sailing or flying. However, this level of wealth does not mean you are swimming in cash. Much of your net worth might be tied up in assets, meaning you still manage your finances carefully. Stage 10. Billionaire. Finally, we come to the pinnacle, the billionaire category. In this category, the net worth reaches $1 billion or more. To be able to give you some perspective on this, suppose you spend $1,000 each day, it would take you approximately 3,000 years for you to spend $1 billion. These are billionaires living in a different world. Private islands and fleets of jets are something common to them. They even own enormous companies. They are inventors, visionaries, and innovators making the global markets. For instance, take example, electric cars or even space travel have used billions of dollars to finance the creation of technologies that have transformed how we live. However, being a cakewalk, the pressure of running a large-scale company, exposure to public scrutiny, and global decisions can take a pound of the mind. But at this level, you can change the world. As people move up the stages of wealth, money is no longer just something that helps one survive. Rather, it becomes a resource for growth. At lower stages, wealth is something that is used to acquire food, water, and shelter for survival. But as people grow, they can access education, skill development, and investments that can change the course of their lives. Wealth, when used wisely, can open doors to new possibilities, breaking generational cycles of hardships and laying the foundation for future success. Among the many advantages of moving up the wealth ladder is freedom, to choose without constantly worrying about money. Whether it is travel, investing in a passion project, or retiring early, financial security affords people the right to live life on their own terms. However, to achieve this stage, it doesn't just take income, but rather the right mindset. So, success goes to people who are into savings, investing, and learning financial literacy. It is easy to lose all your money regardless of the amount if you do not have the discipline and education to handle your wealth. For example, most lottery winners and celebrities file for bankruptcy due to a lack of mindset and skill to keep their money. Wealth comes from success and smart decisions made for long-term stability and freedom. From poverty to billionaire status, we've covered it all. But the journey doesn't stop here. Dive into the world of manipulative tactics next, where we break down 12 tactics from gaslighting to the silent treatment. You won't want to miss that. Like, share, and subscribe for more insights. Hit that notification bell to stay updated. See you in the next one.